Stefano. It's your boy Reaper, and you are back in the house with Tino Gaming. So welcome to the channel, cuz. And if you are hearing my voice, if you are watching this video or any one of my videos, I appreciate you, homie or homegirl. I hope you have a fantastic day. It is Friday, and in actual fact, I hope you have a fantastic weekend as we all gear up to get ready to go back to Advanced Warfare. I'll still be playing Advanced Warfare. I've got some prestiges I need to finish to get to that Grandmaster prestige. I'm so close, man, and I don't want to stop, this close out from it. So I'll be hanging out on Advanced Warfare from now until November, and it is going to be a long wait. First and foremost, man, before I get into anything, just hats off to David Von der Haar and the team there at Treyarch. Not that Call of Duty went anywhere for me, it was still the #1 game in my eyes. I'm not a Destiny fan, I'm not a Titanfall fan. I'm Call of Duty hardcore, and I've loved it since day one and always will. But hats off to David Von der Haar and the team. I think this is going to be a fantastic year for Call of Duty. And I hope it's going to be great for YouTube as well. As I've said previously, I'm still a baby as far as YouTube goes. And I've noticed that a lot of things with Advanced Warfare and Ghosts was very, very negative. So hopefully, man, this brings the positivity back and all of the love, and most of the, in fact, all of the videos that I've watched so far, everyone is absolutely in love with this game. Keeping in mind that it is a beta and everything is subject to change. But the beta weekend was a semi-successful weekend for me. I didn't crack any like 50 pluses, 40 pluses or beast gameplays like that. And I've got a couple of reasons why. #1 is just life, man, that's what happens. I probably got through under half of the total playtime that I wanted to, which is a little bit disappointing, but hey, you deal with it, you move on. #2 is I'm like a turtle out of the blocks when it comes to a new Call of Duty, right? It takes me a while to adapt as I get the cinch jump. Watch the cinch jump! Ooh, it's gonna be dangerous, the cinch jump. But it takes me a while to adapt to the new Call of Duty, probably longer than average. I get so hung up on the old Call of Duty. It takes me a while to get used to the new one, okay, but we'll get that sorted out. And the third reason is what I was talking about before, the cinch controller. It arrived the day the beta dropped, so that day in itself was just awesome. The beta dropped, my cinch arrived, it was a great day all around. And there's a whole lot of rewiring going on in my brain with my eye and hand coordination and using the different fingers to touch the different buttons and stuff like that. So it will take me a little while to adapt to that, but once I do, the fluidity in the movement with the cinch controller, ooh, it's gonna be a huge advantage, even bigger than that in Advanced Warfare, cinch or scuff. Just because being able to keep control of your aim while thrusting in the air, tapping that X button and thrusting around, it's going to be a ginormous advantage. So no super duper gameplays from me, but I am doing a good job here with this Dragon Fire, or this Talon. It's basically the Dragon Fire. The Dragon Fire is back from Black Ops 2. And with all that said, Fano, let's get into my first impressions of this game. And first and foremost, right off the bat, it is a great looking game, man. Sexy as hell. Aesthetically it looks good. The color schemes are great, they're bright, they're punchy, and we have become used to that. That's just expected from Treyarch, the Treyarch production team. But right off the bat, it looks awesome. Even going from different environments, like if you head indoors, the contrast completely changes up. It still looks great. And if you're in the water, just take a moment and look up at the surface, and then the edge of the water. It looks absolutely insane, man, and it's hard to make water look good, on a computer. Very, very hard. So, hats off to the team. I think it looks great. It's probably on par with Advanced Warfare. I've said previously that Advanced Warfare is one of the best Call of Duty game we have had so far, and this is up there with that game in terms of its visuals, It looks awesome. Most of the guns that I used were all usable. I didn't use the SMGs too much. I was a huge fan of the ARK, which is the Kalashnikov variant in this game. The ARK-7, the M8 was an absolute beast. That was that, I think it's a 4-round burst, could be a 3-round burst, could be a 4-round burst. But that was a beast of a gun. It had no recoil, and I gave the Shiva a good run too. And although it fired a little slowly, you know, my trigger finger was a lot quicker than the actual rate of fire. But man, it was dropping gats in 2 shots, man, 2 shots across the map. So that's awesome. And the specialists, like the specialists aren't as bad as what, you know, most people were forecasting before the game dropped. You know, everyone was just a little bit nervous about them, but you know, keep in mind, it is still a beta. Probably not long enough to figure out all of the exploits and all of the cheese. The cheese is a term that I've heard a lot in watching Black Ops 3 videos. 5 days is not long enough for everyone to catch on to the cheese, apparently. So, you know, that's all still to be seen. But the Tempest, like what I'm using here in this game, is very powerful. The Scythe was my favorite, you know, the death machine there, Reaper. But I was getting owned by that bow and arrow, man. Old Sparrow, she was giving me a hard time as I get the one-hitter quitter there on Reaper. But for the most part, from what I saw, the specialists are balanced. Like, as soon as I saw that green smoke, I knew what to do with Reject. And no one Reject killed me. As soon as I saw the green smoke, I switched up my positioning, and I was waiting for him to emerge from that smoke. And, you know, most of the times I was able to get him. So the specialists, for the most part, from what I've seen, are balanced. All of the guns were hella fun to use. The maps had flow. You know, you got an idea for the traffic spots. And as I said before, I'm looking forward to a great year of Call of Duty. Watch the cinch jump. The cinch jump! Ooh, and I'm going to make a whole new video on how I think the scuffle cinch jump is going to be very, very lethal in this game. More so than Advanced Warfare. Okay, it is going to be a huge advantage. But anyway, that is it from me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to tap that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more, man, don't forget to leave a sub, because they are always appreciated also. My name is Reaper, representing Tino Gaming. And that's it.